Thank you for the invitation to participate in this important event. First, because of the great opportunity to speak before this audience, but also because it's a great way to open dialogue spaces, which will allow us to recognize the importance of working on gender equality since childhood. Many times when we talk about gender equality, the image of an adult woman automatically comes to mind. When we talk about equality policies, we usually think of policies aimed at adult women, which is great, and we recognize and celebrate progress made. However, at Plan International, we are convinced that to strengthen this progress, actions to enhance gender equality must begin in a very early age, as gender discrimination and socialization start early and continues through a person's lifetime. During early childhood, all children develop a sense of self-worth, identity, and belonging. They learn gender attitudes and expectations about how girls, women, boys, and men should behave, and about their value and role within society, limiting and creating equality to all children, particularly for girls. A major barrier for women starting in childhood has to do with gender-based violence. The data show us that in regards of sexual violence, for instance, the main victims are girls. The 74% of the cases of sexual violence in Colombia are girls under 14 years old. In Honduras, the 83% of documented sexual violence cases are girls under 19 years old. And these aggressions do not occur from strangers, but from individuals, which are closest to the girls most of the time from their own family members. During this crisis, the long quarantines imposed to contain the spread of the virus have in many cases forced the girls to be confined with their aggressors or potential aggressors and made it even more difficult for them not to be able to call for help since they could not get out on the streets and did not have access to schools, one of the places that has proven to be a protective space for the girls. On the 25th anniversary of Beijing Platform for Action, we were able to talk to girls globally as they mentioned gender-based violence as a top priority issue across all consultations. A series of consultations and a global survey were conducted with more than 1,000 girls. They described violence as an unavoidable everyday reality in their lives at home, at school, and public spaces. They believe that gender-based violence determines the outcomes they can achieve in their lives. They strongly stated that unless violence and abuse against them is addressed, progress in other areas of development will be undermined. Finally, working with and supporting boys and men is a central element in Plan's gender transformative work. Involving them from an early age can support changes in the position of women and girls whilst enhancing gender equal relations in communities. The work we do to support boys and men to embrace healthy and positive attitudes and behaviors and adopt new masculinities and challenge gender norms is fundamental. No matter all the progress made in advancing public policies and legislations to address, prevent, and punish gender-based violence, as long as there are still such high rates of social tolerance towards this type of violence, we will continue to be unable to implement concrete, sustainable actions. At Plan International, we consider that we are in a strategic phase since we have the possibility of working on these issues from early childhood at community level. But we are aware that we need to join forces with many more allies so that together we'll contribute to realize girls' rights and fostering inclusive, respectful, and peaceful societies. Again, thank you very much for your attention, for this space, and the opportunity to share all our experiences with you.